Expectations are always very high. I always say in Hindi dialogue, "Ye dil mange more." When the budget comes, all public at large, 140 crore people expect that finance minister will release something to everyone. And I always wonder, in case everyone gets, who will be the person who will be contributing for that? So I, as a tax consultant, I always believe that you need to be reasonable, rational. What can you expect also? One thing which I expect is that, particularly in direct taxes, of course, our now tax base has increased. Roughly 8 crore people are filing the tax returns. Tax structure is reasonably good, but only thing is that the highest tax layer of 30% starts at lower level, at 10 lakh rupees and above. So there is a need to provide more money in the hands of the taxpayer, but at the same time need to ensure that people do not go out of the tax net also. So I will be more comfortable in suggesting and expecting in the budget that this structure should be worked out in a manner. We say no tax on up to 5 lakh rupees. We may say 5 to 7.5%, 7.5 to 10%, and 10 to 15, then again 15%, 15 to 20%. So maximum rate should be at least about 20-25 lakh rupees. So getting 30% tax rate on above income of 10 lakh rupees and sharply, it is not really a progressive taxation, because direct taxes always have to be progressive. Progressive means as your capacity, ability to pay more increases, as your income increase, your rate should increase. Regressive we call is a reverse way. And GST is one area which everyone has to bear with it. Common man has to bear the burden at the same burden. If you buy a toothpaste, I need to pay the same amount of tax as compared to a common man. Similarly, but in income tax, this can be a progressive. So I believe in income tax, this can be one of the reform which ultimately will help in the economy. And I am frankly, as a tax consultant, of the view, and I will say what my economic view will be, that in case you rationalize this, you will provide more money in the hands of the taxpayer. They will be going out, purchasing power, increasing the flow in the economy, and ultimately it will be a win-win situation for the tax collector also, because when the economy booms, obviously tax collection will increase. I believe the real driver of an economy is the middle class. See, people who are poor, they can't contribute, and they can't create a demand also. At the same time, people are rich, numbers are too low, they are just contributing but may not be able to drive the economy. It's the middle class which drives the economy. So any benefit given to middle class, sometime it looks like, as I said, the rate structure. If you reduce this rate structure from say 30 to 20 to 15%, apparently tax administration or tax collector will think that I'm losing money. But I've said, no, you're not losing money. You are creating money for yourself. In the sense that extra money which will go in the hands of the middle class, it will make his life easier, more comfortable. And in what manner? Because more money in his hand will ultimately, his consumption will increase. When consumption will increase, the demand will come. And economic law says, when demand increases, obviously the economy will boom and the tax collection will go up. So you are right, absolutely. As and when any budget is presented, we take care of the people poor who deserve it, needy people who need it. We take care of the people who are rich enough, because then taxes we need to collect it. But it is a middle class which need to be focused. And when we talk of the middle class also, we must keep in mind, now I believe with the computerization, complete statistical analysis can be available, that what comprises of this middle class. I believe my experience is, if not more than at least 75% and above are the salaried people who earn income, fixed monthly income. Those constitute the middle class. Maybe 5 or 10% may be MSME, small sector, etc. people. Government in budget do take care of the people who are in the small and medium sector. But who takes care of this 75-80%, what we call a real middle class? And they are the biggest driver of the economy at that time. They are contributing by their technical expertise, by their labor, by their efforts to the corporates which are making money. And at the same time, they are driving the economy, because the money which they get by your salary, etc., they are going out in the market to buy their food products, clothes, other items also. They are the real drivers. So I believe that is the area which need to be addressed. And in budget, it should be specifically focused. And various area, which one is the tax rate structure, which I say. Another area which I look at the social security scheme, which should be available. And social security will be not only I say retirement, but my medical and other areas also important. Those areas need to be addressed. Insurance is one area which need to be addressed. Housing, that's another area which need to be addressed. These are the areas I believe for middle class one need to take care. And now I believe the government has access to so much data. They can work it out, even out of the 8 crore taxpayer, how many are owning their own house? How many are claiming house rent reduction or house rent allowance? Meaning thereby they need to buy house. And if they need to buy house, they will create a demand, and we need to enable them. We need to provide facilitated in budget that they do come out and they do it like this.